Chic Hearts, welcome to Chic Around Town. It's DK, and today I'm going to do an episode of Ask Doll. Now, when it was Doll After Dark, I had this Ask Doll thing going on. I didn't do much of it, but then again, I haven't done much of anything. So, Ask Doll is back, and I'll be answering your questions that you may have sent me either via the Chic Around Town Instagram page at Chic Around Town or via iMessage, WhatsApp, email, whatever. All right, so today, let me look for the first question. I'm going to keep your names private. I may use your initials or a twist of your initials just to keep the privacy depending on the type of question. All right, so I'm gonna try to preserve your privacy. So the first question is from SA. Should couples reserve quality time for weekends, or should this be factored any available time that allows? So let me read that again, or let me just paraphrase. So he wants to know, should quality time be left for the weekends, or as a couple, should you just make time anytime? All right, now this is a tricky one, and I think it would vary from couple to couple because we have busy lives, right? We have busy lives. Some persons, they may not be available during the week, and work may be stressful during the week. And when you get home, you're just tired and you just want to call it a day, especially if you have children, right? So in that regard, you can reserve the quality time for the weekend. But personally, I think you should make time for quality time. I think the biggest misconception is that quality time, you have to pencil out 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, or an entire day to give somebody, your lovey, some quality time. No. Quality time could even be 10 minutes, guys. So let's say you come home from work and you're tired and you can't really, cuddle waddle and all of that stuff, but you go to bed, right? What I would say, guys, shower together. How about that? You get home and both of you are tired, but you're gonna shower. You have to wash off the outer road corona off of you and all of them something. So you get into the shower together, you wash each other's back and, give a little head massage, whoever washing hair, or just, you don't have to be washing your hair, whatever you're doing. Just, massage the shoulders with the shower gel or the soap. Maybe include some body scrubs, body mousse, stuff like that, right? And just, wash each other down gently. And then it's as simple as, you finish showering, you lotion each other or moisturize the skin and do whatever, and you get into bed. I know we're tired, guys, I know, but it does not have to be an all day affair. It doesn't have to take more than 10 minutes to spend time with each other. All right, so I'm gonna just jump right to the next question. I hope that was helpful. SA. MS. How do you define success, and what would you say are the secrets to becoming successful? I'm gonna get back to that one because success for me is not an event, it's a journey. And today we may find success in one thing and tomorrow we fail at something, and we like to say it's not a failure, it's a lesson. So I define success as getting to your destination or acquiring what you said that you were going to do. So it doesn't mean that success means, okay, I said I'm gonna buy a $200 million house or whatever and I did it, boom, success. It is different things for different people. So for example, I could say I'm gonna write a book and I'm gonna have it out by X time, or I'm just gonna write a book. The fact that I wrote the book, that's success. The fact that I published the book, that's another level of success, right? So success, again, that is different things for different people. But for me personally, how I define success is getting what I said I wanted to do or wanted to achieve. Having achieved that, I'm successful. all right, but it looks like different things to other people because, you know, if you don't have the bling bling and the ring ring, all of that, people think you're not successful. But all right, so my next question is from SH, and it says, I shop whenever I'm feeling down. The problem is I don't have it like that. How do I stop this and feel good? Oh, baby girl, this question is a good one, and that's because a lot of us are going through this. Things make us happy or give us momentary happiness, and it's instant gratification, being that what is causing us to be unhappy in the first place, maybe you know, whatever situation, we don't necessarily have control over that, and as a result of that, we're not able to fix it, or we're not able to do what it takes to resolve that issue so that we can be happier about it, or maybe it just takes a longer time to resolve. Whereas you're going to a store, you see a cute top, you pick it up, bada bing bada boom, you pay for it, you're gone, because of course you have to pay for it. I mean, you don't have to pay for it, but legally you do, right? And if you don't pay for it, that's gonna enable your unhappiness, so pay for it. So as humans, we love instant gratification, right? But we have to understand that in life, we're not gonna get pleasure instantly all the time, and you know that, right? So when it comes to money especially, you have to be very careful. So find different things that make you happy, and remember, you control your happiness. So if you constantly think about the problem, you're gonna be constantly worried and unhappy and in doubt and down and all of that stuff. So release that from your mind for a second. Every time the thought comes to you, just dismiss it and move on to something else. You can just stop and meditate. And I know a lot of people talk about meditation to the point where we're starting to think that meditation is cliche, but it actually works, right? Just stop and just take a couple deep breaths, listen to your breathing, and just focus in the now. Like, focus on the things that you can control and leave the rest to God, right? You have other things that you like other than shopping, right? So if it even just take a walk, just do some exercise, nothing can take your mind off your stress than exercise, trust me, right? Whether it's pain from the exercise, or just, you know, the breathing, or just focusing on getting 10 out of the way or 20 out of the way, exercise. But there are so many things that you can do, but these are just my now suggestions for that, right? So my final question for this episode of Ask Doll comes from AB. And he says, my girlfriend is always talking about her work husband. And it's so annoying, but I don't want to seem jealous, so I don't say anything. How do I handle it or get her to stop? Ooh, listen. AB, this is a tough one, because I know a lot of us get caught up in these work fake relationships, right? You know, whether it's the person that we sit next to or the person that we go to lunch with all the time, you know, we have this work husband and work wife and them something there, right? But we have to know, ladies, gentlemen, we have to know where to draw the line with that, especially if you have a significant other, someone you really care about. You have to know where to draw the line. So when it comes to going home and talking about all the fun you and your work husband had at work, limit that. But I'm not talking to the people with the work husbands and the work wives. I'm talking to those who have to experience it at home, right? Or are on the opposite end of that. So you need to express yourself. You need to express how you feel. I do understand that even though it's a work husband and it's not a real relationship, it's like a bestie at work, a work friend or whatever, you have to first be able to separate that. You are the real one, right? You're the real booski, and that one is, you know, for work. Even though they may talk after work and all of that stuff, because they have developed a relationship and a really good friendship in some cases. So you have to really allow it to be. You can't really come off all controlling and jealous and stuff like that. It may lead her into the hands of the work husband, right? Because when you think about it too, sometimes the work husband is the one that you go and complain to when you and the real hubby or the real boyfriend having some issues. But I would say to you, AB, maybe you can start off just a joking joking conversation and say, boy, you always a talk about your work husband, I hope I saw you talk about me at work too, and stuff like that. And just let her know that, I love you so much that sometimes when you talk about spending all this time and having all these experiences with someone else, it kind of makes me feel a little insecure, because those are experiences that I would love to have with you all day, every day, right? I don't mind you having a work husband, but maybe you can keep the, discussing it at home to a minimum. But I love that you are sharing these things with me, though. It shows that you're being honest and open with me, and I love you for that, So it's all about the way you come off. You don't want to be, yo, don't talk to the person there, yo, I don't want to hear them. Yeah, you can't. You have to be very gentle when you're talking about stuff like that, because it is a very sensitive topic. And the last thing you want is for homegirl to run to Shawty at work and be like, so I just come and talk to him a while ago, and I'm gonna tell me I mustn't talk to you. And then there becomes this tenseness at home, and maybe you go pick her up at work, or you go out and the work husband is there, and there is this tenseness and everything gets secretive. And that's the last thing you want, is for things to become secretive, because if you're outside of the loop, then that leaves room for you to think other things, and you don't want to go there. And even just suggest, what if the three of us hang out, whatever my name, let's give him a name, Andre. So Andre have a girlfriend, let's do a double date, stuff like that. Get to meet each other and get to develop a rapport, so you can in turn feel out that person for yourself, and maybe earn the trust as well, earn more trust, so you don't even care anymore if she come home and a blah 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 about Andre, right? It's like nothing. All right, guys, so I hope I answered your questions, and I hope it was helpful. And send me your questions, don't be shy. Just send me your questions at She Crown Town on Instagram. You can send me a DM, or you can comment below. Listen, follow on Instagram, guys, and reach out, because I want to hear from you, and I want us to keep the conversation going. I like hearing from you guys. Yeah, man, because we can relate. A lot of these things we can relate, right? And you help other people as well. So send me your questions. I'll do my best to answer as much as I can. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you round town next time. Take care. Hit the little bell, so you can see when I post anything, because I don't post often, so you don't want to miss when I post.